Hey guys, so today I'm going to be testing various Milani cosmetics. And if you've seen these kind of testing videos before, then you know that I try to focus on whatever it is I'm talking about and skip over some other things. So I've already applied a few products. I have on Wet n Wild Lip Treatment. I have on e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I have on Lottie London Bright Bounce Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the shade Light. I have on e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Beige. And I have on Hard Candy Glamoflauge Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Natural. Alright, so let's take it from there. So, I never thought I would find a powder that I loved more than Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have been using that powder for so long, and every time I would try buying something from another brand, it never was as good to me as that. Well, I think I may have dethroned my Maybelline powder because I just tried the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out powder. I used it in my videos the last couple days. You may have seen it listed in the description box, and I'm going to use it with you here today and explain why I think this is the best powder I've ever used. And this is not new, I just had never tried it. Comes in two shades. I got the translucent shade, and then it also comes in, I think the other shade is banana. So if you have a warm skin tone, you may love that even more than the translucent. So it has a little flap that opens up here, and then it has a little insert that goes over the hole to, I guess, keep the powder from moving around inside your makeup drawer. So I'm going to flip this upside down, and I'm going to tap some into the cover. So it is very finely milled, and I would not necessarily call this translucent. It does seem to have a goldish color to it, which is not showing up. My camera's not picking that up. But it is super finely milled. But the reason why I'm so impressed with this is just an e.l.f. powder brush, is because of the way it feels and looks on the skin. I got this at CVS, by the way. Not that it really matters. You can get it wherever Milani products are sold. But it feels amazing. It looks amazing. And it has the most gorgeous finish to it. It has like a slight glow about it. So I'm guessing it most likely has mica in it, because it gives you that glow. But it's called Blur Out Powder. So I am only using a little bit because that's all you need. There's no information like on the container or anything, but I'm sure there's plenty of information on their website. But I love this, and the thing with the Maybelline is wonderful, don't get me wrong, but with the Maybelline, it's going to give you more of a matte finish because it's part of the Fit Me line. And this is going to give you more of like a radiant finish, I would say. And this is super concentrated, so you only need a tiny little bit. But I absolutely love this, and you'll most likely start seeing, you know how I tend to when I find a product I like, I tend to use it all the time. So you'll probably see me use this over and over again. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about, I had a 30% off one item 30% off one full-priced item coupon for CVS. So that is the time to buy something that's a little bit pricier because you're going to get 30% off of it. Well, you all know that I watch Emily Noel, and she has talked about this product I'm about to show you so many times in her videos that I was like, all right, Emily, we know you love this, so you must really love it because you talk about it a lot. This is the Milani All-Inclusive Eye, Cheek, and Face Palette. And on the side it says it is volume 110, light to medium. This would be so great for travel. Do you like how I matched my shirt to the cover of the palette? It has a mirror inside. Yeah, if you were going away like for the weekend or something. Now, this is not my color story. I don't usually do these warm kind of colors, but I do them occasionally. So in this palette, you get 2 blushes, a highlight, a bronzer, and 3 eyeshadows, 2 matte, 1 shimmer. So I'm going to do my look with this today. Okay, so which one of the blushes should I use? I really want to use the shimmery one. This is an Essence blush brush. And of course, we all know that Milani makes beautiful blushes. I don't think I actually have any in my collection right now, but I'd like to change that. I would like to repurchase some of their blushes because they are gorgeous. And they've had the same formula for their powder blush for years. And, you know, why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing. They also have some cream blushes, and I think they may even have some liquid ones now. But yeah, their powder blushes are so pretty. And look how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. All right, now we're going to switch to a highlight. But actually, before I do that, let's switch to this powder brush. And we're going to go into the bronzer. And I don't usually do bronzer all over, but let's do the perimeter. Yeah, let's just do the perimeter because this is not a contour. It's a shimmery bronzer. Well, maybe we'll just do a little in the contour area. All right, now let's switch to the highlight brush and go into this highlight. And again, this is not my color. It's gold, and gold doesn't usually look good on me, but it's good to get outside your comfort zone once in a while and use shades that either you don't find flattering or that you don't normally use, because it can get kind of boring doing the same thing all the time. Beautiful, beautiful highlight. Okay, now for the eyes. I'm going to prime my eyes off camera with my Profusion Pigment Base eyeshadow primer. Okay, eyes are primed. Now there's at least one of you out there that may be wondering, have I ever tried the Milani eyeshadow base? Yes, I have. And this is strange, but there is something in that I get an allergic reaction to, because whenever I have tried that, it burns the skin on my eyelids. I cannot use the Milani eyeshadow primer, so there's something in that I'm allergic to. And whatever it is, it must be unique to that product because I've never had that happen with any other eyeshadow primer that I've ever used. So yes, I've tried it, but can't use it. Okay, so now we've got 2 mattes and 1 shimmer. So let's go start with this matte at the bottom here. It's like a peachy shade. And I'm going to put that in the crease. I was going to say it's a warm peach, but is there any other kind really? Peach in and of itself is a warm shade. Usually if I'm going to do something peach, I try to go with the light peaches because they're a little easier for me to work with. But like I said, this is stepping outside your comfort here. And I think they do have other palettes in this range. At the CVS that I was at, they just had this one, but it seems to me that on their website I may have seen at least one other palette. But yeah, how convenient is that to have 3 eyeshadows, a blush, a bronzer, and 2 blushes in one palette to take with you if you're going somewhere. I'm just doing a little bit at a time here because I've never used this before, so I don't know how pigmented this is. You can always add more, but you can't always blend things out if you put too much on. I love Milani eyeshadows. Right now in my collection, I do not have um, any of their powder eyeshadows, which I do love. So I'd like to correct that situation at some point too. I do have some of their cream eyeshadow sticks, which are fantastic. And if I wasn't testing this palette out today, I would stop at this point and put one of those cream shadows on my lid. But we're trying this out. So let's switch to a shader brush and go into this shimmery, it's like a golden peach, but I see some, maybe one other shade in there. Sort of like a coppery golden peach, I guess. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that shade. Okay, now if I have not used a palette before, sometimes before I use things a certain way, I'll like just do like a little finger swatch to see how light or dark something is. So that other shade that's up above there, okay, it's light. All right, so let's put that on the brow bone. And since my finger already has some on there, we'll put it on the inner corner. Okay, I just wasn't sure if that was going to be light enough to use that way, but it is. All right, I'm gonna play catch up and do the other eye and be right back. Okay, so I did the other eye and then I just popped some of this L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner in bright nude on the waterline. I thought that would go good with this look. And now for under the eye, I'm going to take this small pencil brush and trying to decide if I want to do a shimmery shadow under my eye or a matte. I'm going to do matte. I'm going to do the same shade that I used in my crease. And starting from the outer part of my eye, I'm just going to smudge that along the lower lash line. That lid shade is so pretty. I do not have a Milani mascara, and it's been a very long time since I've tried one, so I'll have to rectify that situation at some point too. So I'm gonna put my Lottie London Superfake False Lash Effect Mascara on and do my brows with my Hard Candy brow pencil in medium brown. Curl my lashes first, of course, and then we'll come back and do the lips. Okay, brows are on. Now I did buy some new Milani lip products, but unfortunately the colors I bought do not go with this look. So I will talk about those in a future video. So I'm just going to use something that I already had in my collection from Milani that will go with this. But first I'm going to line my lips with my NYX lip pencil in the shade Ever. And that's the color for that pencil. And now I'm going to use the Milani Stay Put Liquid Lip Longwear Lipstick in this shade, Iconic. I used to love these long-lasting matte lipsticks, just in general, and I don't know, I don't enjoy them as much anymore. Now I'm going more for the more moisturizing, glowy, balm type lipsticks. I knew this color would go with this look though. Okay, so what do I think of the things I tested? I told you I love the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Powder. This is a massive win, in my opinion. And then as far as this palette goes, I like it. And I think the look that came out pretty, even though these aren't my colors, I think it looks fine. But yeah, these types of colors don't always look great on my cool skin tone, but it is pretty, and I can see somebody loving this, especially for travel, or maybe even if you do your makeup with this and then bring it to work and you could touch up your makeup throughout the day. If you're somebody whose blush fades or highlight fades, you could shove this in your purse and touch up your makeup throughout the day. But I like this. I think the quality of the products in here are very good. Um, so yeah, I do like this. I would love to see them do like a cool tone version of this same palette. I don't think that exists, but I could be wrong because I haven't looked on their website. But yeah, I think this is pretty and I do like it, and I'm glad I got it because if I'm going to do something warm, I may find myself reaching for that again if I want to do a warm look because it's just so convenient to have all those products in one palette. So that is it for today's video, you guys, on Milani Cosmetics, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thanks for watching.